Good evening. Welcome to the grind. RNG crew here bringing you our weekly team call. Busting through Success Club. We are on the last day of August. So this is, unless you're going to pull out your last minute points within the next 4 hours, currently 5 o'clock right now, Pacific time. So if you guys don't know, Success Club cutoff is always by Eastern time. So they say Success Club cutoff is the last day of the month at 12 o'clock midnight. That's going to be on East Coast. So you want to make sure that you're kind of getting your time zone corrections there. I had a few instances where I thought it was midnight our time, but it's actually 9 o'clock West Coast time. So if you guys are going to be pulling out your last minute points, now's the time to drive for that last little bit. But where we sit currently, Sierra kicking the crap out of everybody in her first month as a coach at Success Club 14. Awesome, right? So shout out to Sierra for pretty much nailing that right out of the park. Then we have myself right behind there at 6 points, Chad at 4, doing that big final push. I know he's working his butt off. And then we have Danny, Chelsea, Elise, and Katie at 2 points. So congratulations to everyone who got at least 1 point, or even if you didn't get a point. I think one of the coolest parts about striving for Success Club is it's going to force you to push more than you would if you didn't have that goal. So look at it this way. If you just go into, let's say, September, for example, we start tomorrow. So if you look at September and you just think, I'm just going to go throughout September and see what happens. If I get sales, great. If not, whatever. But you're not going to get very far with that mentality. If you set the goal, I'm going to hit Success Club 5, it's going to force you to push that much harder. So at the end of the month, even if you only get 1 point, you still achieve more than you would have with the other type of mindset. So shout out to those of you who pushed for Success Club, not just those of you who actually got the points, but for those of you that pushed, for those of you that got out of your comfort zone, because that's what this whole growth thing is about, is taking that little comfort bubble, kicking it to the side, and going for it. So I pretty much just wanted to cover kind of what the basic outline of September is going to look like, especially for the leaders group. This is what this is all is going to be focused on. So the leaders group, I'm going to be plugging everyone who applied. You guys are going to get plugged in there tonight. There's going to be kind of a few different new items in there that you guys are going to see, a couple new activities, kind of what our game plan is. So this right here is just going to be a basic outline. So starting with the focus. I want the focus more so to be on you than anything else. I don't care about Success Club. I don't care about ranks. I don't care about how many people you talk to. I don't care about anything else. I want you for September to focus on you, because what a lot of people miss is the fact that by focusing on you and sharing about it, that's how you build your business. Too many people get caught up in how to reach more people, how to add new people to their network. So many people get caught up in this kind of stuff that they lose track of focusing on themselves. So by focusing on you, your growth, your program, your personal development, focusing on you and sharing, using social media. And social media is going to be a big focus for us in September in the leaders group. So I want the focus to be back on you guys. And what I mean by that is developing good habits. So for example, my focus is getting back in the habit of waking up at 6 a.m. because when I wake up at 5:30 or 6 a.m., I don't know why, but I have so much more productivity throughout the whole day. I don't know why. It sucks to wake up early. I don't have to wake up early because I work for myself, which is a blessing and a curse because it's that much easier to be lazy. Going to a job is easy because you know you have to be there at a specific time, dressed a certain way, ready to punch in, or you get fired. So I can tell you firsthand experience, when you become self-employed, you no longer have that urgency to get up early and to be on time. So for those of you that are wanting to go full-time for yourself and do what I do, just be ready for that because it's going to be a mental challenge to get your butt up early every single day. So by developing good habits, myself, for example, one of my absolute priorities throughout September is going to be waking up at 6 a.m. And just following my morning routine, and we'll get into kind of routines in a little bit. So following your own program, every single coach on this team should be following a program. Prime example, and then aside from that is sharing about it. So a prime example, I'm on day today's day 22. So yesterday I snapped a photo, day 21 of my Body Beast program, right? And for the last 21 days, guys, I have been pushing myself harder and more out of my comfort zone than I ever have in my 6 years doing this. For 21 days, I have literally gotten to the point of almost being in tears in some of my workouts. I mean, physically pushing my body that hard. And then with the nutrition, I've been sticking right on track with certain macros, and it shows in my results. So day 1 compared to day 21, I'm like, holy shit, that just happened. My body, I'm fortunate enough, my body reacts well to weightlifting. And I think a lot of people's do. They're just not pushing themselves to their fullest potential. A lot of people you're cutting yourself short on your programs. So if you're following, and I'll put this in here real quick. If you are saying that you're following a program, but all you're doing is showing up and doing the workouts, you're not really following the nutrition plan, you're not following the rest of it, you're not doing the program. Doing a program means you do all of it. You do the nutrition, you do the fitness, you do the rest days, you do the yoga, you don't skip stuff, you do it. And that's been the coolest part about this Body Beast journey so far is for the first time in many, many months, I have followed Body Beast to the T. I have not tried to hybrid it. I have followed exactly what the calendar shows, and I followed my macros. So if you guys go look at that picture I posted, I just shared a little bit about my journey over the last 21 days, and it was kind of before and after day 1 versus 21. There's a visible difference in my results, but the coolest part was without even messaging me, somebody bought a challenge pack, the Body Beast challenge pack after posting that photo. That would not have happened if I did not share that. So that's why I want the focus to be on you for September, because we're going to focus more so on the law of attraction rather than you having to go out and chase people down and to build the network that way. You start by focusing on you, and you start to attract people to you so that when you share something like a before and after photo, all of a sudden you check your back office and go, oh, cool, there's a challenge pack sale in there. And I know it was from the Body Beast one because it was a Body Beast challenge pack, which I haven't sold one of those in months. And so I messaged this person afterwards. I said, hey, what was the determining factor? And they said, oh, I saw your results and I want that. I said, okay, cool, let's do it. So that's a prime example. Actually, I just realized that puts me at Success Club 8. Wonder if I can get 10 in the next couple hours. Dang, goals, right? Goals. So that's why I want the focus to be on you guys. Develop good habits. So whatever good habits are for you, for me, it's waking up early is going to be my absolute priority. Going to bed at 10 is going to be another priority. I've been getting better, but I need to keep focusing on that. Following a program. There's something about following a program as it is. I know we all have some sort of workout ADD where we get bored after 2 weeks and go, oh, I wonder what I can add in or take out or modify or edit. Don't do that. I'm telling you, there is absolute credibility when you start a program day 1 through day 21, 60, or 90, whatever the program length is. There is something to be said about it. So if you need that kick in the ass, I challenge you starting tomorrow, because it's first day of the month, right? For 30 days, choose a program and follow it to a T. And that means do the nutrition plan too. Because if you're not following the nutrition plan, you're not doing the program. You know, too many people are out there just doing the workouts and be like, well, my results were okay. First question is always, how was your nutrition? And if they say it was okay, you're going to get okay results. So that's my little take on focusing on you. Good habits, follow a program, and share. And social media is going to be such a huge focus inside our leaders group. We're going to share different ways to share. We're going to share how to properly post on Facebook, because a lot of people, they either post too much, too long, they add unnecessary content. It can be a big madhouse sometimes. So I want to dive into each platform and share the best practices for each one. So that's pretty much going to be a social media game plan, which is going into bullet point number 2. Number 1, if you're taking notes, is focus on you. Number 2 is you need to choose a social media platform. Don't focus on them all, because if you're only giving 10 or 20% attention to 5 or 6 different things, you're not going to get very far. You need to dive 100% into one platform, maybe 2 if you're really good at doing that. So for example, I'm going to be using Periscope, and I'm going to start building my like page. Those are my 2 focuses. I'm going to keep up with like my Instagram, maybe a few blog posts, but I'm not going to stress over those two. I'm focusing 100% on Periscope and Instagram. So for example, in the leaders group, we're going to share the best practices for Periscope, Instagram, blogging, whatever it is. There's also a Facebook like page. Your personal page can be one. YouTube channel, blogging, whatever type of source you want to go with, you just choose one. So if you're really, really good at writing, focus on blogging. Don't focus on the rest of it. If you're really good at videos, focus on Periscope. And I can show you how I personally use mine, where I do a Periscope, save it to my camera roll, and then I upload it to my YouTube channel. In my YouTube channel, I created playlists. So that's all stuff we'll dive into for the leaders group. But the whole focus for September should be on your social media. So you choose one or two platforms and you stick with those. Number 3 is going to be, we're going to come up with daily task lists, because everyone builds a little bit differently. So the whole focus is for you to try different stuff out and find what works for you. So with that, I'm going to come up, you guys have already seen like my morning routine. I have a certain routine I do every single morning. And then we're going to come up with an afternoon task list and an evening task list, because social media is very tricky because of timing. I know for me, with my market on my Facebook is dead from like 12 o'clock up to about 4 or 5. I can post like the best photo, motivational, whatever in the world, and it gets maybe 5 likes, if that's during the day. So your market might be a little bit different. It might be the same. So I want to come up with a morning, afternoon, and evening task list that you can try out and find what works best for you. Number 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, number 4. Your other focus for September. This should be for you too, because you're following a program. Focus on getting results. I'm talking about with your customers and your clients, but also yourself. Again, going back to my Body Beast transformation I shared this morning, that was a prime example of me showing credibility. Because if I'm up here saying, hey, you should try Body Beast, I'm able to back it up with my photos and say, look at this right here. That shows it works. So if you are promoting a program, a product, you need to make sure you can back it up somehow. So whether it's your own photo or your clients or another coach, just always have that proof that the product works. You guys, this whole list I'm giving you right now, it's all based around the 3 vital behaviors, right? There's little tiny wording differences, but it all comes down to 3 vital behaviors. We're just kind of breaking it down into a checklist that we're going to be doing for September. So you need to have, cracks me up. A lot of people are coaches, right? And if I ask how many people are you currently coaching, and they say, oh, nobody. Why are you coaching then? We all signed up to help people, right? So you need to have a list of people you're helping. It doesn't matter if you're coaching them for free, if they're doing a program or whatever. You just need to have some sort of start. You're going to put up a lot of work in the beginning until your business gets that roll. So you might be coaching people for free. You might be coaching people that bought shit on Amazon, that maybe they got it on Craigslist, whatever. You're going to coach people for free in the beginning. But there's a certain transition that happens where you learn how to find that balance between coaching for free and then making sure your customers have a program first. That comes a little bit down the road, but in the beginning, you need to build that credibility as a coach. So you need to have a list of at least, I'm going to set the goal for you guys. You need to have at least 2 people that you are working with one-on-one to get results in September. So tomorrow, your 2 people should take their day 1 pictures and measurements, and then day 30 at the end of the month. There's 30 days. Day 30 at the end of the month, they're going to take their photos again. These are your walking billboards, right? They're going to naturally, they're going to share their results with other people. And when those people ask, hey, what are you doing right now? They say, oh yeah, I'm working with this coach. You should check him out. I can't tell you how many referrals I've gotten over the years because I've devoted my time and energy into my clients. I've helped them get results. They put in the work, but I help them. And so I've gotten tons of referrals because people are like, yeah, you should check out this coach. He helped me lose this amount of weight, blah, blah, blah. So for September, your focus is results. That needs to be for yourself first and foremost, because you need to be proof that the product works. You're not looking for necessarily a killer before and after picture. I mean, it's only 30 days. You're not going to lose 100 pounds in a month. Your focus is to look for these little improvements that are going on in your daily life. Maybe you have more energy in the afternoon. Maybe you're sleeping a little bit better. Maybe you find yourself not wanting to be lazy so much. Maybe you're actually going out and playing with your kids for the first time. These are the types of results that other people will look at and be like, oh, I want that. Okay, let's do this. So your goal is to get your own results in the month of September while helping other people do it. Because again, you signed up to coach people, right? You signed up to help people. That should be a focus of yours, is to help people. So 2 people in September should be getting results because of your mentorship. If you need more help on how to coach people, reach out to me privately. Again, we can set up a one-on-one video call. I already have my whole scheduling system set up with Schedulicity, so you can go into the description on Rise and Grind, and my link is in there if you want to set up a one-on-one call, and I can help you out more personally with whatever you're going through. Number 5 is going to be, we're also going to focus on expanding your network, because finding new people is the hardest part of any business. I helped run a massage clinic for a year and a half downtown here in McMinnville. And it was the exact same struggle as Beachbody. I need more people, right? I'll never forget when I found myself just sitting at that front desk sometimes with a completely open schedule, just waiting for clients to come in. And that doesn't happen. You have to be the one that initiates and engages to help attract those people to come to you. So again, expanding your network and law of attraction are directly correlated. So we're going to focus a lot on that throughout September. Number 6 is going to be, we're going to set specific goals with deadlines. Is a big thing I think people are missing out on, is every time you set a goal, if you do not have a deadline on it, you're going to keep pushing that date back, right? Because you feel like there's no urgency with it. You look at any type of project, maybe you're in a job where you have deadlines, hey, I need this done by this time. You probably procrastinate, because we all do, but how many times have you gotten that project done like that last minute and then got it turned in? A lot of us have done that. It goes with anything. I know for me, I can relate to something as stupid as cleaning the house before a client comes in, because you guys know I have my massage table set up right here. So because I do massage in my home, I have to make sure that my living room is clean, because this is all parts of our house that they see, right? I know. So sometimes if I have a client coming tomorrow, for example, I know that right now I can clean the living room and get it done, but I might wait until tomorrow, 10 minutes before their appointment, and start like frantically getting everything put away, and all of a sudden it's done, it's clean. That's because I had a deadline on it. So you guys can probably relate on that level, right? You need to treat your business the exact same way. So whatever types of goals you set for September, which we're going to talk about in the leaders group tomorrow, whatever goals you set deadlines. So if you've been saying, oh, I should probably do a Periscope, I should probably start a challenge group, I should probably do my blog post, if you find yourself saying that, you are going to put a deadline on it. Okay, I'm going to do a Periscope by Wednesday, or on Wednesday, on Tuesday, whatever. Put it on your calendar. You guys, we all have a cell phone, right? Most of us have a smartphone. Put that shit into your calendar. Put an alarm on it so it pops up and says, do that video now. Write the blog post now. Do it now. The biggest part about this whole business is showing up and just doing the work. A lot of us know what to do, right? We know that we should be providing value of some sort. We should be doing blog posts. We should be doing challenge groups. We should be hosting, I completely just drew a blank, business opportunity webinars. We should be doing all this stuff, right? But not many people do, because it's showing up and doing the work that's the hard part. And then last up is September is about you stepping up as a leader, right? September is about no more relying on anyone else to do stuff for you. You are going to be the one that steps up. So part of that for the leaders group specifically is going to be, you guys are going to step up and start sharing more on team calls. You guys are going to be the ones that step up and start sharing your story I have a little idea for something to go with that. A little bit of one-on-one interview action going on. So you guys are going to start stepping up as leaders, and I'm going to be right here walking with you guys and showing you exactly how to do it, right? We're going to do it together for, maybe a time or two, but then I'm going to say, okay, it's time to leave the nest and build your wings on the way down, right? So September is going to be all about stepping up as a leader, guys, and because you'll see when you start stepping up as a leader, that's where everything else around you starts to build. If you find yourself sitting back, not doing what you're supposed to do, relying on other people, blaming other people, that's where most people stay and they never get any results. Those of us who step up as leaders and we start making stuff happen, everything else around you grows. That's just how it goes, guys. So real quick recap, September game plan is focusing on you, choosing a social media platform and mastering it. Again, a lot of this stuff we're going to dive into detail with in the September Leaders Group. Coming up with daily task lists based on different stuff, especially, there's a different Instagram list than there is with Facebook. There's a different Periscope list than there is with blogging, all that kind of stuff. We're going to come up with different task lists for each one. You are going to coach 2 people minimum. You're going to coach 2 people, I should say 3, the third being you, right? You need to coach yourself, take your own advice, and you're focusing on the results. So at the end of September, when I ask you, tell me about your 2 clients, you should be able to say this person achieved this, this, and this, right? Not how did you go with your coaching clients? I shouldn't hear, oh, I didn't coach anybody. Why are you in the business then? You signed up to help people, so you should be helping people right now. So expanding your network, setting goals with deadlines, and then stepping up as a leader. Questions? Everyone all good to go? Cool. September, I'll end with this. September will be the best month you have ever had in your entire coaching business and career if you show up every day and then you engage with the group and you actually apply what you're learning. If you choose to skip team calls, if you choose not to check in with the groups, if you choose to skip activities, to skip over videos that we post, if you choose to do all that and not show up, you are going to be in the exact same position in 30 days that you are right now. It's the exact same thing as following one of our programs. If you want to do 21-day fix, for example, and you choose to skip workouts and you choose to eat crappy food when you know you shouldn't be, if you choose not to follow the container system, if you choose not to do your personal development, if you choose to do this stuff, you're going to be in the exact same spot on day 21 that you were on day 1. And all of a sudden you take your after picture and go, well, what the hell? I still look the same. That's the difference. And the freaking hardest part too is it's a day by day activity. Day by day, when you skip little tiny things, it doesn't seem like much is happening. But that's the power of the compound effect, and it can be a positive or a negative thing. So if you skip little tiny things that don't seem like much on a day-to-day basis, that compound effects. So on day 30, you look back and you didn't achieve anything. But vice versa, if day by day you do just a little bit extra, that compound effect. So on day 30, you're going to look back and go, oh my gosh, cool. And that might look like, for example, my August I was just looking at, because I've been so consistent with Periscope, not the last week, but the first 2 weeks, right? I can look back on the first 2 weeks and how many did I do? I did 28 Periscopes within the first 3 weeks of August. So day by day, if I look back, day by day, how easy was it for me just to pick up my phone, hit broadcast, and share a couple tips on a subject for maybe 5 or 10 minutes? Super easy. But it was also easy to skip some, to show up and be like, well, I don't really feel like doing it today, so I'll just skip it. Those are the days I look back and there's orange on that calendar. I hate seeing orange. It's up there several times because I'm human, but I hate seeing it. That's the difference that makes or breaks you. Your daily choices and actions throughout September will make or break your success. That's what it comes down to. So aside from that, guys, you are awesome. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your Monday evening to hop on here with us. We got a lot of good stuff coming for September. So if you are in the leaders group, I'm going to plug you guys inside of that group tonight. We'll get everything launched and going and rolling tomorrow. But I appreciate you guys, everything you guys are doing. For those of you that rocked out the Success Club points this month, awesome, awesome work. You guys, September, again, can either be the best month you've ever had, or it can just be another month. That is totally up to you on what you want to do. And it's going to take getting out of your comfort zone more than anything. You're going to have to reach further out of your comfort zone with the more success you want, right? If you want a little bit of success, you don't have to go far. You'll get it. But if you want a lot of success, you're going to go through more failure, more days where you're thinking this shit's not working. You're going to go through more of that than you ever have. But at the end of the road, when you're standing on top of that mountain and you can look down and go, there was a lot of obstacles. There was a lot of shit I had to go through, but it was worth it because look where I'm at now. That's what September can be to you guys. September is a friggin' mountain we're all looking up, right? We're all at the start line like Jimmy Nelson talks about. We're all excited. But the reality is we're not all going to go at the same pace. Some of us might make it to the top. Some people might not even start from the start line. Some people might back out. Some people might struggle more than others. Each person runs their own race. You run your own race. Do not compare your race to anyone else, right? Don't look at the guys in front of you and think, well, how come they're going so much faster? Don't look at the ones behind you and think, haha, I'm in front of you. You focus on your race, your footing, one step at a time. That's what you focus on through September. Aside from that, guys, I love you, RNG crew. Peace out. Have an awesome night. I'll see you soon.